the next thing that I have a look at is creating videos. Now, video is obviously just exploding right now. I heard an interesting statistic the other day saying that, you know, if I asked you what did you think was the #2 search engine, obviously #1's Google. What's #2? Most people would say something like Yahoo. But I heard an interesting thing where someone had commented that YouTube is considered #2 search engine in that it gets the second most amount of searches on the internet. So tapping into video and other video sites, look, that's where everybody's going. Everybody's lazy, they don't like reading, people like watching. That's why we've got, you know, a nation of people who like to sit on their ass and watch TV. So let's take advantage of that fact and start to use video. Now, video, depending on what your money site is about, you know, if it is a video course and things like that, the first thing that I do is, you know, we've got one of the guys here, Damien, he takes the video and cuts it up into little pieces using Sony Vegas, puts a nice little start screen at it, puts a little end screen on the other end of the video, and then brands it obviously with our URL for whatever site we're trying to promote. The videos are promoting the money site. You're not looking at doing any promoting up here. Video, premium content, and you're looking at sort of ranking here. Fortunately, I'll talk about distributing and how we go about distributing videos, because we don't want to just use YouTube. There are a variety of different websites out there that you can use. The search engines in video search are still a little bit dumb. They haven't quite figured stuff out quite as evolved as things like Google. So, you know, we can get away with a little bit more sort of keyword stuffing and spamming. Well, not spamming, but keyword stuffing. Put a few more keywords in there because they're not necessarily as evolved as the other search engines yet, and a big part of that is the amount of competition that's in there yet. Lots of people, you know, video is just taking off, and I feel like we're just starting to scratch of the surface. This is going to, same with just the internet, you know, this is just really the start. Even though the internet may have been around for a while, we've got so much more to go. I heard someone commented an interesting thing. It was something ridiculous like a few years passed before, after they'd started publishing books, before someone came up with the idea of putting page numbers down the bottom of a page. It took them years to come to that, and I feel like the internet is so early in its development we haven't seen anything yet. Video is where everything is going. You need to focus on video. So we can either take some of the content from a video course, if that's what you're doing, from the money site. If you're not, get in front of a video like I am now. Just grab yourself a little handy cam and record yourself doing something. If you don't want to do that, pay for someone to do it. If you don't like getting in front of the camera, get Camtasia, or if you've got a Mac, use ScreenFlow, whatever. Record your screen, talk over it, cut it up into pieces and get it out there. A lot of this stuff, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff here, and I think it's important to start building your team, and we'll talk about that in later videos. But this is something, there are certain areas that I focus on, that I put my time in, mindful that I can't do everything, and video is one of those. And then obviously we talked about all the video always links back to your money site. Typically I go to the home page. I haven't really done much of sending the links back into internal pages. Now, how do we actually get this out? So I'll just call it video. And just to start, as start of the plan, I would say you'd probably want to look to 10 to 15 videos. That's probably a good place to start. Now, how do we get the videos out? There are different services out there because there are a variety of web video websites out there. There's Vidler, and we mentioned YouTube, and there's a whole host of secondary video sites. Now, rather than going out and posting each one by hand, it is quite time consuming, especially when you consider you're uploading these videos, and some of them can be quite large. In fact, just an important note there, when you go through cutting up videos, try and make sure they're about 100 meg and no longer than about 10 minutes, because that's kind of the limit with a lot of different video servers. But we use Traffic Geyser to get our videos out there, and we're getting some good success with Traffic Geyser. And another one that I personally haven't used, but I've heard good things about, it's a lot cheaper as well, it's Traffic Mogul, and that's another way to get your videos out as well. So that's video. We can't say enough about video. Make sure you do video. Another thing with that as well, obviously, once we start loading up these videos, social bookmark, let me see if I can find my red one, social bookmark these videos as well, especially in the early days. Like, we're so in the early days of video, it's very easy to get video rankings for the keywords that you're going after. Okay. We talked a little bit about the bookmarking, the videos. Now, the final piece of the puzzle